Cena teams with his SummerSlam opponent, Randy Orton, against the Unified Tag Team Champions. What a main event.
What an explosive situation this is.
Well, Cena's got problems on both ends of things.
Hey, Randy, I thought I'd take a page out of your book. This match just became a lumberjack match. And as far as the lumberjacks go, I handpicked them. They don't like you very much. Good luck.
All right. Wow. Freddie Prinze has just made this a lumberjack match. Who are the Whoa, here are the Lumberjacks. There's Big Mark Henry, MVP. Who else?
An unpredictable night about to get even more unpredictable. Cena and Orton versus Jericho and the Big Show. A lumberjack match.
This is going to be great.
The Mountainous Big Show with a bear hug applied to John Cena. We are live with Monday Night Raw. John Cena, Randy Orton teaming against Big Show and Chris Jericho in a lumberjack match.
That's right, a match where the lumberjacks, so to speak, the superstars that are positioned around the ring to, well, basically throw the opponents or the combatants back into the ring when they're thrown out. But look at this. John Cena was thrown out. It was like a family reunion. They even said, hey, you can't see me. But watch this. When poor Chris Jericho got dumped outside, whoa! The battle was on.
This match made by our special guest host tonight, Freddie Prinze Jr., despite Randy Orton, who assaulted Prinze as we went on the air tonight. And John Cena in a world of trouble. Cena can ill afford to be injured in this match as he faces Orton for the WWE title Sunday.
Well, this match that we're watching is this lumberjack situation. I had a gutsy call by Freddie Prinze Jr. Gutsy for Freddie Prinze to even come back here tonight after that unwarranted attack by Randy Orton early on.
John Cena trying his shoulder block on the near 500-pound Big Show to no avail.
You know, you see Randy Orton with his hand outstretched like he wants to tag in, but a little earlier on in this match, as a matter of fact, during the commercial break, there was a chance for John Cena to tag Orton. Orton wouldn't tag.
And Orton made it clear at the top of the show tonight he didn't want to be in this match at all.
Wanted no part of it.
Oh, there you go. Mind games with his opponent for Sunday. Lumberjacks.
You know what, if we retook that WWE.com poll right now, might get a different answer as who the fans think would win this match.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Feel that.
Hurt me over here.
At ringside.
You see our superstars as, lumberjacks, as you will, surrounding the ring. They make make sure that the action stays in the ring, and there's a tag.
Randy Orton has no choice but to come into this matchup. This is Monday Night Raw. We are live in St. Louis, Missouri. John Cena, Randy Orton did not want to team together, but they are being forced to against the Unified Tag Team Champions Jericho and Big Show.
In just 6 days.
What a spear!
That may do it. But in just 6 days, Orton and Cena are going to be at each other's throats at SummerSlam. Now Randy Orton thrown outside.
That's what our special guest host wanted. This is what Freddie Prinze set up this lumberjack match for, to make sure there was no escape for Orton. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Orton unceremoniously dumped back into the ring, which is what the job is of the lumberjacks outside.
I think there's very few people in the world that won't say Randy Orton deserved that after what he did to our guest host Freddie Prinze when we came on the air tonight live.
Well, you're right, an absolutely heinous unprovoked attack. I mean, I can tell you one thing, if it were something like that would have happened to our guest host next week, somebody might get some teeth knocked out.
Yeah, Money Mayweather will host Monday Night Raw from Las Vegas next week. And what about what happened earlier tonight? Is Big Show needs to pin the champion. Can Big Show take out Orton? The 500-pounder nearly crushing the champion who kicks out.
Well, that's why Randy Orton is the WWE champion. Who else would have been able to kick out of that that move.
Also tonight here on Monday Night Raw, the return of D-Generation X, stopped cold by DiBiase and Rhodes. What a legacy.
Oh, that was shocking.
And Jericho.
Hey, come on, let's go. Hey!
If you're Jericho or Big Show, either one of them would love to pin the WWE Champion. Look at this vicious assault.
Jericho just pounding the back of Randy Orton's head into the mat.
John Cena's got to be loving this. He faces Orton in 6 nights for the WWE title.
Well, Orton certainly took advantage of the double team when Cena was in the ring. Cena doing the same thing now. Look at Cena just standing cool, calm, and collected over in the corner. You're right, he doesn't want back in this match.
And Jericho and Big Show will face Crime Time Sunday at SummerSlam with the tag team titles on the line.
You know, Crime Time are watching this right now. Sleeper hold applied by Chris Jericho on the WWE Champion.
Can you imagine if Randy Orton passed out or had to submit his 6 nights before his title defense?
John Cena would love it, as would this entire arena.
And Randy Orton with a counter. The problem is for Orton now, does he or doesn't he have a partner to tag?
Now he wants to tag one, and Cena has his hand out there. I think Cena just really wants to win this match. Whoa!
Orton couldn't get close enough for the tag. And Big Show.
Oh,
no. Randy Orton is a sitting duck. 500 pounds.
That's it.
Orton's body contorted in all different directions. Here's the cover. Kick out. Remember, I was alluding to this earlier, King. Big Show had a match with Randy Orton last week on Raw. And remember, Randy Orton walked out of that match. So this is Big Show's opportunity to get his hands on the champ again.
And get his hands on him. He has right now. Vicious nerve hold locked in. Look at the size of the paws, the mitts of the Big Show there.
Engulfing the skull of Orton.
Trapezoid muscle right there, just completely clinched by the Big Show.
Cena appears he wants in this match. The problem for Orton is,
Look at the Big Show go.
I'll tell you, Big Show is, he's almost had a rebirth of sorts since teaming with Jericho. In a more vicious and aggressive Big Show, as Jericho promised they'd be the most dominant tag team ever.
Oh, watching the Big Show just trample Orton out. I almost felt sorry for Orton there for a moment. Then I just remembered back to the beginning of the show.
Oh, Randy Orton! Nice scoop slam out of desperation. Now can Orton make a tag to his partner? Yes, his partner, folks, John Cena. Forced to team together tonight. Jericho won't allow it to happen.
Just inches away, and Jericho once again in control.
What did Chris Jericho say about him and Big Show as a team? They have the strength, the size, the agility, and the intelligence to be the greatest tag team ever.
Still, they have the size, the strength, the agility,
And intelligence.
He may be right.
Jericho's a 9-time Intercontinental Champion, 5-time World Champion. Randy Orton fighting just to survive here tonight in his mind. Oh, Jericho again. Lion salt, nobody home. And again, Randy Orton has an opening.
If there's going to be a tag, this is the time Orton needs to make it.
This is a lumberjack match, superstars surrounding the ring.
It is the tag. Yes.
Unlike Orton did earlier, Cena actually makes the tag.
I said Cena wants to win this match.
Vintage John Cena with the flying shoulders.
Cena wants to win this match, and he wants to go on to SummerSlam in 6 days and win that match. He wants to go on to SummerSlam on a roll. Oh, here it comes. You can't see me, Jericho.
Uh-oh, but he can see the Big Show. For a moment, the big man hung up, taken out. Here's Jericho from out of nowhere. The attitude adjustment. John Cena, the cover. Cena is rolling towards SummerSlam. Look out, look out. RKO. RKO from Randy Orton. is Randy Orton's MO. He struck from behind.
This guy is a snake.
The Viper draws blood.
Oh no, look at this now. Big Show and Jericho back in on John Cena.
And the Lumberjacks trying to come to Cena's aid. Kingston and MVP. Primo. And Cena battling at him. Cena showing some fight.
Watch out!
Big Show knocked out of the ring and Cena standing tall.
You're right, John Cena standing tall.
This contest is for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. It will be scheduled for one fall with a 1 hour time limit, and this contest has been sanctioned as a lumberjack match. Wrestlers around the ring, if either man is thrown out of the ring or goes out voluntarily, he will be thrown right back in.
Well, there's some of the Lumberjacks. The Dragon, of course, Danny Spivey, King Tonga, George the Animal Steel, Corporal Kirshner. These men will surround the ring, Lord, and anybody trying to escape or being thrown out will be ejected, not out, but back into the ring.
Yes, and they just have to do that too. They have to follow by that. Otherwise, they face all sorts of...
Well, it's a very dangerous maneuver to go outside the ring. You don't know whether you have fine friend or foe out there.
Absolutely. And having been involved in a few of those, they are not very gentle when they throw you back in either. What did surprise me there was when I saw the Dragon come out. He's looking very, very determined and looking in quite good shape, although he took quite a heavy pounding.
Hart Foundation's here along with the Magnificent One. Testament to the condition of this man as he is here at Madison Square Garden, strictly against doctor's order.
Absolutely. Look, he's strapped up, and I hope that strapping stays in place.
He's got his ribs all wrapped up. Obviously some serious damage done to them, but he's here. He wants the Macho.
Yes. When he says to Macho Man, you want this belt, take a little taste of it.
Well, you can see the Lumberjacks surrounding the ring here. Oh, what a suplex. I'm surprised to see him attempt that move with those ribs.
Yes, well, maybe he's testing them, I don't know, but that is a very hard and rigorous test to put them to when you're damaged like that. No, you don't.
Look out.
There you go.
There goes Macho.
Now,
and look at this scramble to get their hands on him. And the champion going right out after him. Both men on the floor now. This is not supposed to happen. These guys are supposed to be thrown. Well, the Hulk didn't take it.
Well, the Hulk was his own lumberjack.
He said, I'm not going to depend on anybody. I'm going out and get this guy myself.
The Hulkster has been waiting for this just as much as I'm sure Macho Man has.
Tremendous opportunity here as either individual could leave this ring with 2 championship belts.
Yes. Look at the Hulk. Apart from those strapped ribs, he looks so well.
He didn't look so well when I went to the ambulance, into the ambulance with him, Lord, and he went to the hospital. He was in dire, dire bad shape.
Isn't that difficult to believe what bad shape he was in, and yet look at him now. I mean, he's putting those ribs to every test there is.
Well, he was actually put unconscious. He was at least a minute and a half unconscious in the ring in Phoenix, Arizona,
just
not too long ago. And right now, he's doing a number on Randy Savage. It's a vendetta with him, with this guy.
He is the world's greatest professional athlete. Just
No
look
question.
at him.
Oh, grabbed by somebody grabbed the Hulk's leg.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was Bundy.
I think it was Bundy or Morocco. Oh, the Hulk said it was both of them. And he goes out and nails both of them.
Oh, I love his spirit.
Right into the lion's den he went.
Oh, I love his spirit. That's why he's the world champion.
There's nobody on that side of the ring again except the Hart Foundation, Morocco, Bundy, and the Iron Sheik. Imagine going into that crowd.
Oh, and he went straight in amongst them.
He got Pearl Harbor now, and look at this. Macho up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, right onto those ribs. Right onto those short ribs. 2 count. Whoa, was that close.
And I'm afraid the Hulk is beginning to show signs of that injury now.
There goes Hulk thrown out on the bad side. And now he's going at it with Bundy and Morocco. And look at the Iron Sheik getting in a cheap shot.
Really. Somehow or other this shouldn't happen.
Oh, look at that. Morocco was holding the arms of the champion. And Bundy laid an avalanche on him while he was strapped to the post.
To the steel post. If anything's going to stop the Hulk, things like that will, because no ordinary man can do it.
And look at that. Savage runs him out again, and once again, look at this. Look at Morocco. Shades of what happened in Phoenix, Arizona is happening here in Madison Square Garden.
And the other lumberjacks are being kept away from stopping this happening.
There's absolutely nothing the referee can do about that. Hulkster's got to get some of his friends over on that side of the ring.
Yes, and now he's going to the top rope, Savage.
Savage up there again with a double axe handle to the short rib area again. And over for the cover. We could have a new champion. Whoa.
Sheer guts is all that prevented that happening, Gorilla. The strapping on Hulk Hogan has come adrift. It doesn't seem to be protecting him too much.
Another clothesline. I can't believe that the Dragon Steamboat and Tony Atlas wouldn't go around to the other side of the ring where such devastation is being done to the champion.
It's difficult to get in there. Savage is taking that strapping off, Gorilla.
He certainly has. He's going to work on it.
And as you have said before, there's nothing the referee can do about that. This is a lumberjack match, and the rules are different.
Look at this. He's really going to work on the champion now.
That strapping isn't doing him a bit of good right now. In fact, it's a detriment.
Savage up again. Another double axe handle right to the lower rib area. The kidney area as well. Champion's got that right arm out of there. 2 count only.
They seem to be questioning the referee, but that was a positive 2 count.
Champ's in a whole lot of trouble. History could be made here at Madison Square Garden. Savage not happy about the referee's count. An elbow. Drops the champion once more. Over for the cover. He won't get him here. He's got that right arm out of there.
And 25,000 people here are just rooting for all they can for the Hulk. They know now that the Hulk is in dire, dire trouble.
Hulkster in deep trouble as he's hurt bad physically against the doctor's orders. He took this match. He was warned that his title could go down the drain.
But he took it. You have to hand it to the Hulk.
Savage going up top once more on the top turnbuckle. Look at the Hulk wide open. Oh. Over for the cover again. He's got that right arm shot through once more.
And it certainly looks as if the Hulkster had more courage than sense to take this match. Big for the ladies.
Time after time. Golden opportunity here for Randy Savage to become the new World's Heavyweight Champion. And going up once more. Champion can't even get to his feet. Look out. Oh, there's that elbow.
Nobody
can
gets up
see it
from
here. History going to be made. No.
Nobody except Hulk Hogan, that is.
Can't believe it. The Hulkster getting that adrenaline flowing. Look at this individual. 25,000 plus on their feet here at Madison Square Garden. And he's become a up here. The big boot right alongside the kisser. Oh, and a thumb right in the eye. And even that doesn't stop the Hulk. Side headlock now by the challenger. And it's a crisscross. Oh, somebody grabbed the leg of the Macho Man. It's a 3 count.
My God, this crowd is up on their feet. It's giving you chills. That's what Monday Night Raw is all about. And Kane awaits Goldberg standing in the center of the ring.
Well, this night has been unbelievable, and it's about to get better.
And from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 280 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Goldberg.
He is a dominator. But ladies and gentlemen, next week when we get to Tampa, Florida, next Monday night for Raw, will Goldberg still be wearing the World's Heavyweight title in Tampa next Monday night?
Will it be Kane or will it be Triple H, JR? Speaking of Triple H,
Who's allegedly here, but not near ringside, or so Ric Flair says.
well, why should he be near ringside?
And the way there's Goldberg.
Here we go.
Goldberg and Kane are two bulls hooking it up here. 2/3 of the main event for Armageddon.
Oh, look out! Wow!
One-on-one attraction signed by Mick Foley last week. Goldberg and Kane. Uppercut by Kane. Look at the size of Kane. I mean, Goldberg's all man and a yard wide.
Here we go. Look at
Goldberg's
this.
outside. Goldberg's outside. He's being assaulted. And in fact, Eric Bischoff is all legal. He's being mauled.
I told you this was going to be a different kind of lumberjack match. You're right, it's a brawling, it's a mugging.
Nothing but a damn assault. These men would be arrested if they were outside doing that to another human being right now. Their asses would be in jail. But thanks to Eric Bischoff,
But it's legal.
It's all legal.
You got that right. Boy, the way this thing started, I mean, Goldberg just came out, launched himself at Kane.
Kick to the face. Kane looking with a cover here, and Goldberg got a shoulder up. What would it mean to Kane to beat Goldberg in this special attraction match here tonight, just 6 days before Armageddon?
Oh, it would be huge. It would be so much momentum, JR. You couldn't even measure it. Look at this.
Oh, our clubbing blow to the mid-back by Kane, the evil, heinous, unfeeling challenger. A suplex by almost a Greco-Roman throw there by Bill Goldberg, the world's champion.
You're right. Kane is unfeeling. What about that story he told earlier? Was that creepy? About killing his neighbor's dog? Oh, look out. Here goes Goldberg again.
Oh, look outside, and now Goldberg, and it's a free shot here for Evolution. Triple H, wherever he is, has got to be loving this. Mark Henry and Evolution just beating the hell out of Goldberg. Goldberg not a cut now. Mark Henry, look at Batista hammering Goldberg.
And when Goldberg gets in the ring, he and Kane are going to beat the hell out of each other. So it's all a win-win situation for Triple H.
So unfair, so unfair. There's a cover by Kane, and Goldberg somehow, some way, the intensity, the toughness of the world's champion, he was able to kick out. God almighty, I've seen decks stacked, and the odds against somebody, but this is absolutely hideous.
Well, don't you know Triple H is loving this? Don't you know he's got a huge smile on his face? Is that him right up there? Look, that's Skybox, JR.
I can't see without my glasses. Look at Flair choking. And this referee, I'll tell you what, I just don't know. This is
Nate, you're supposed to wait till he gets outside of the ring, then it's legal.
Goldberg's head bouncing off that turnbuckle. Wow. That's a monster right hand by Kane. Kane is an eliminator. Goldberg is a dominator.
How do you think he did in that German Shepherd?
Not working. Wait a minute, there's a cover by Kane, and Goldberg again. This, by God, refusing to stay down after being assaulted not once but twice on the outside by 4 men. Not to mention he's got Kane in there with him.
Oh, look at this.
Kane, and that was an orthodox high-impact move. A slam. There's a cover right there. There's a cover in Goldberg. That damn Goldberg, I'll tell you something, folks. I've seen a lot of guys, a lot of great world champions. Ric Flair, one of them. But Goldberg will never give up. No matter what, he will never give up. Here's a guy that defended and successfully defended the world title with a shattered ankle. And now Kane. I've never seen Kane use a sleeper before.
Well, Kane will shatter more bones in your body than just your ankle. Give him the opportunity.
Kane is void of human emotion. He doesn't care who he hurts. He just wants to be the world's champion. There's nothing wrong with having the goal of being the world's heavyweight champion.
Wait a minute, look at
Goldberg's face is getting red.
You're not kidding, he's about to go out here.
This may be more of a choke out than a sleeper. Referee should check that. Referee's got to get that hand under there and check that. This may be a choke.
Well, if you were the referee, would you try to get Kane to break the hold?
Well, I damn sure put my hand there and check it. I might not get him to break the hold, but he should. Well, Goldberg's standing back up. Goldberg's back up. Trying to score those elbows. It took 3 of them to cause separation, and then a right hand by Goldberg.
Big right hands by Goldberg. You're going to have to keep him coming on Kane. 3 right hands is not going to stop Kane. Look at that.
Kane. Kane's going to load Goldberg. And Goldberg. And standing fireman's carry takeover by Goldberg. Spear. Goldberg with a clothesline knocking down the big red machine. Shot to the outside. Now let's see.
Now watch this beating.
Let's look what they're going to do to Kane.
What?
But they're not doing a damn thing to Kane. What the hell is this about?
Look at this.
I thought this was a lumberjack match. Hey, look at Goldberg. Goldberg getting some of evolution. And Mark Henry, right hand. And Mark Henry knocked down with a straight right hand by Goldberg.
And Goldberg are getting Kane back in the ring his own way.
I can't believe that Evolution and Mark Henry didn't even come near Kane. But Kane will damn sure come near the game on Sunday. And what a slam that was by Goldberg, who just shows power, intensity, the will to win.
This is it right here. Look out! Look at this!
And Randy Orton coming in the ring now. And so Batista. What the hell? Come on! You can't let this happen.
Referee's calling for the bell. I guess so. This is not a lumberjack match.
This match is completely out of hand. Goldberg has been set up to be physically dissected by Evolution and Mark Henry. Kane is down. The Bears taking the life.
And look at Goldberg. Hey! JR, check it out!
RVD going right to Randy Orton. But hammered from behind by Batista, the Intercontinental Champion. He's now getting assaulted for trying to help Goldberg.
Well, it's still 5 against 2 out here.
These are horrible odds. Hey, wait a minute. It's Booker T. Booker T going right for Mark Henry. Booker T wants some of Mark Henry. But the odds are still against RVD, Booker T, and Goldberg. Oh, low blow on Goldberg by the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Flair is unbelievable, isn't he?
It's Shawn Michaels! Shawn Michaels with a right hand on Ric Flair! Oh! A straight martial arts kick! And the man Michaels will face Armageddon! Batista being taken down to the outside!
Shawn Michaels! This is, you know, if you think about it, this is where Shawn Michaels became champion!
Shawn Michaels won that Iron Man match right here in Anaheim so many years ago, but he's tuning up the band. Look at that! Yeah! Sweet chin music on the monster. Oh my God! I got a spear! Goldberg just speared Kane! Can he do it at Armageddon?
So, wait a minute, what are we doing?
Lumberjack match, man. Lumberjack match.
Following contest is the Lumberjack match. Let me first introduce the Lumberjacks, Booker T. Well, here comes Booker T, one of the Lumberjacks. Of course, Dudley. You know, I'm gonna try to be professional here, but help me out here for a little bit. I gotta just regain my.
I got you. This is Kurt Angle's gonna face Eddie Guerrero in a lumberjack match.
Dupree and Kenzo Suzuki.
Oh, you seem a little upset, man. Get yourself together here. Get some water. And you gotta get your act in. You got a job up there.
If Heidenreich comes out there and one of the Lumberjacks, you're calling a match by yourself.
No, you gotta call him.
I don't have to call anything. Not my contract to be chased around by some lunatic.
Well, I need you out here for me to call this match. I can't do it alone.
Hey, I carry you every week. You can do it for one night.
You know, Heyman's one thing, but Heidenreich's something else. And I just don't know what the hell I said to this guy.
I didn't say anything. Refresh my memory. All I did was quote things Paul Heyman said about the guy.
I'll tell you what, Cole. I wish I would have. I'd love to see this match. You versus Heyman. I'll tell you what, man. I would rip you out and neither you. But my money's on you. You would have beat him.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll take Paul Heyman on. As long as that hide right is locked up, barricaded somewhere in the back, I'll take on Heyman.
Well, these 20 SmackDown superstars are lumberjacks on their way to the ring for the Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero match. That's next.
SmackDown comes to Spokane, Washington next week, and it is a must-win for that man, John Cena. Down 2 matches to 1 to Booker T in the best-of-5 series for the United States Championship. A win for Booker T. He retains the title. But here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 20 superstars, including Booker T and John Cena, surrounding the ring here tonight for Guerrero versus Angle in a lumberjack match. Some combustible elements at ringside.
Big time, and here comes Angle.
Way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
We mentioned next week's SmackDown coming to Spokane, Washington. It's going to be Sunday night in Spokane, the 4th match in the best-of-5 series for the United States Championship. We heard Kurt Angle earlier on saying this matchup isn't fair. Well, you know what, Kurt? Life isn't fair. Eddie Guerrero had you beat fair and square last week until Luther Reigns decided to get involved and ruin a great matchup.
Viva la raza!
And here comes Eddie.
Latino Heat!
And from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds,
Eddie Guerrero. And Eddie Guerrero, he must have been on cloud 9 when Theodore Long, the general manager, made this match here tonight.
I'm sure Eddie was. He's a hell of a competitor, but not for nothing. On a side note, that's one hell of an Impala of a low ride. Look at that creamsicle color. I love it up and down. Nice shade of orange.
A creamsicle color.
Oh, that's creamsicle, my friend. I know my orange is blue. I know my orange band very well.
So basically, the rules of the lumberjack match are simple. You win by pinfall or submission, obviously, in the ring. The lumberjacks are outside the ring to ensure that anyone falling outside the ring is placed back inside.
Kurt Angle's an animal, and Angle looks like a cage animal, but you're right, as you were saying, once you get thrown out of the ring, these SmackDown superstars around the ring, they're not there to just tickle you, escort you back in the ring. I'm telling you that right now. They give you a nice little welcome back into the ring, if you know what I'm saying.
When you talk about Kurt Angle being a caged animal, what about Eddie Guerrero? What about what's running through his Latino veins after what happened last week at the hands of Luther Reigns and how Luther Reigns really stole that match, took it away from Eddie?
That's a good point, man. Good point.
And there is the man, the culprit from last week, Luther Reigns, Eddie.
Eddie's not just worried about Luther Reigns. Eddie's got to worry about 19 other guys, too.
You're right.
Especially that Olympic gold medalist that's standing across in the red, white, and blue. That's the guy you really got to watch.
Well, these two men, Guerrero and Kurt Angle, have been engaged in so many classics in the past. WrestleMania, which Eddie Guerrero won. SummerSlam, which Kurt Angle won. And then the controversy in the best 2 out of 3 falls matchup last week, which Kurt Angle won yet again. And the Eddie chants begin in Tulsa.
Big time support for Latino Heat. Luther Reigns looks like he's going to bust, but he always looks that way. And Angle looks focused. Look at those eyes.
Now, you've been involved in a lumberjack match.
Yes.
And what is your strategy? Anything different when you're in the ring?
Strategy is not to get thrown out of the ring, believe it or not. Because all those guys stomping on that apron, those are the guys that can make you lose this match, not just the guy you face.
Well, they want to get involved.
Yeah, they want to hurt you when you get thrown out.
And Kurt Angle backing Eddie Guerrero into the corner. And look at Luther Reigns. Luther Reigns has got the ankle of Eddie Guerrero, getting involved again. But Eddie Guerrero with the right hand of Kurt Angle, taking it to Kurt.
And now Eddie Guerrero, he's got Kurt Angle where he wants him. Got to stay on Angle, which is tough to do.
Eddie Guerrero whipped across the ring. Look at this. Great drop kick right on the button by Eddie Guerrero.
So the lumberjacks are not supposed to get involved.
And look at Kurt Angle.
Unless that happens.
Knocked outside the ring.
That's right. That's when they get involved.
And look at the... Wait. Kurt Angle helped into the ring by the Dudleys, Spike Dudley when they do pre.
He got a little lucky to fell out of the frame side of the ring.
Well, you heard the trash talking going on between these, as we called them before, combustible elements here at ringside. And Eddie, with that forearm shiver, knocking Kurt Angle to his knees.
Yeah, Kurt Angle now down and hurt.
And another forearm by Eddie Guerrero. He would really love to defeat Kurt Angle here tonight. Proved that he would have won last week as well. And the Eddie chants begin again.
Eddie Guerrero, as you see, picking his spots, taking his time with Angle. You don't want to make a mistake and get thrown over this top rope. That's the problem in this match.
Eddie Guerrero, big back body drop. Kurt Angle trying to gain some momentum.
That might be considered a mistake. He got backdrop.
Right.
Eddie, right.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle bouncing Eddie Guerrero off the top turnbuckle. And you see that look of intensity. Kurt Angle is perhaps the most intense superstar I've ever seen at work in the ring.
It's one of the 3 eyes, for God's sakes.
He brings the proverbial lunch pail to work every day.
Lunch pail?
Eddie Guerrero bounced off the top turnbuckle. Kurt Angle with the right hand to the gut. Kurt Angle trying to feed, I should say Eddie Guerrero, trying to feed off this crowd. Eddie with the right hand.
It looks like Eddie is. Eddie looks like, oh, nice knee to the gut there.
And then a driving elbow to the back of the neck. The surgically repaired neck of Kurt Angle.
Right, and the point of the elbow. Now, Angle knows he might have been taking advantage of that and turned the table.
Kurt Angle tossed out of the ring again. And again on the friendly side with his assistant Luther Reigns. So Kurt Angle's gotten lucky twice, tossed out of the ring.
Or maybe more guys like Angle than Eddie. I don't know. I think so, man.
I don't think a lot of people like Kurt Angle.
I like Angle, but I like
Of
Guerrero
course you
too.
do. Eddie Guerrero,
Well,
Latino
Angle
Heat.
likes himself. We know that, right?
Well, he loves himself.
He's got no confidence problem at all.
Kurt Angle gingerly making it to his feet, missed with the right hand, baited in perfectly by the veteran Eddie Guerrero. You saw how Eddie baited in Kurt Angle
Right,
there.
he did. That's exactly what happened. And Eddie now still in control here of Kurt Angle. A couple of chops across the pectoral region.
Kurt Angle brought down to his knees. Eddie Guerrero continues the assault, trying to punish Kurt Angle in this lumberjack matchup. So Eddie into the corner. Boot to the chin of Kurt Angle, knocked to his knees again, quickly back to his feet. But Eddie Guerrero has been on the offense, and now Kurt Angle is in no man's land.
Oh, now the fun begins. Oh, man. Oh, easy on him now. Kurt's getting roughed up.
Kurt Angle trying to walk away.
He wants to get out of dodge. Oh, he got Holly.
And that right there is the purpose of the Lumberjacks. Eddie Guerrero utilizing the Lumberjacks. What great strategy by Latino Heat.
That was great strategy. Got to give Eddie his due there now.
And look at this, a half Boston Crab.
That version of it right there with the knee in the lower back.
And you see how the leg, the groin just stretched out here as Kurt Angle makes it to the bottom rope.
You got to break the hold. Kurt did the right thing. Good mat sense, getting to that rope. Referee Brian Hebner breaking the hold.
These two superstars know each other so well, so every time they meet, they have to try to look at
whoa,
Eddie up on the top rope. And now Eddie in no man's land. Eddie is not where he wants to be.
He's in like the Bermuda Triangle or something like that, right?
And Luther Reigns.
Luther, he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He cost Eddie the match last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Beat the hell out of him after the match.
Oh, look at Eddie.
Eddie coming after Luther Reigns. Now, that's a keel from behind.
Eddie. Oh, that's good. Yeah, get him back in the ring where he belongs.
And Kurt Angle going to take advantage. Here's the cover. Shoulders down. Let have him know Eddie kicked out. Kurt Angle in control. Can Eddie battle back in the Lumberjack match? We'll find out when we return. Kurt Angle with the elbows to the gut of Eddie Guerrero. Kurt Angle has dominated this Lumberjack matchup all through the commercial break as these fans try to will Eddie on.
Yeah, I don't know if the 12th man can help. Here's
the cover, hook of the leg, shoulders down, and a kick out. Eddie Guerrero ended up in the wrong part of the Lumberjacks, and it may end up costing him in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Eddie's in trouble here. I mean, even though he's got the 12th man on his side, the audience. Oh!
And look at that backbreaker. Here's the hook of the leg and a kick out by Eddie. Can you believe what a nearly Wild West night it's been here tonight on SmackDown?
No doubt, Wild West is an understatement.
And Kurt Angle, the abdominal stretch, working on that midsection of Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, he's stretching out that hole at the intercostals of Eddie's ribs there.
Match can be won by submission.
That's right. Eddie could get a tap-out victory here.
Kurt Angle, look at using the rope for leverage. Hebner doesn't see it. Rob Van Dam did.
Oh, Rob Van Dam's not the referee last time I checked.
But he's a lumberjack, and he was helping Eddie out.
Yeah, he's not a ref.
No, he isn't. With the referee in perfect position.
Well, now he is.
Well, he's in perfect position before, because Kurt Angle was crafty.
Eddie's got to try and
the superstars trying to will Eddie on.
Eddie's got to try and get out of this hold in big-time pain across the ribs in the midsection here, and that could hurt your breathing during the match.
Eddie with a great arm drag to counter. And now Eddie follows it up with the right hand. Backing Kurt Angle into the ropes. Latino Heat is unloading on Kurt Angle. Starting to come alive. And Kurt Angle with a straight right hand. Wow. Here's Eddie ripped across the ring and a knee to the midsection. And I'll tell you, ever since Eddie Guerrero was dumped out in the Luther Reigns area of Lumberjacks, Eddie Guerrero has not been able to get focused back in this matchup. He's been taken out of the match, and Kurt Angle is taking advantage.
And now Kurt, where you don't want to be with Angle, is in the submission hold. And that's exactly where Eddie is. Eddie's in trouble now, Cole. Got that knee in the spine.
How do you get out of this?
Well, you got to either try to get to a rope or try and grab the ankle with the left hand, grab the left ankle of Angle. Say that 3 times.
But Eddie's undergone a tremendous amount of punishment. And remember, the strain that was put on the midsection earlier off the abdominal stretch.
Well, that's why Kurt Angle, now with that rear naked choke, that's why Kurt Angle's so good, Cole. He works that body, he works your submission holds until you damn near have to tap out. Now, Eddie's trying to get to a vertical base here.
He's to one knee. Eddie needs to get back up to both feet.
Eddie's got heart, though, Cole. We know that, man.
Of course we do.
Time and time again.
Eddie Guerrero, former WWE champion, as is Kurt Angle. Look at the superstars showing their support for Eddie.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are. I don't see the Dudleys banging on not no Booker T. Oh!
Great reversal. Great counter.
Nice throw by Eddie Guerrero.
Could that be the opening that Eddie needs?
It might have worked. I mean, Eddie broke out of that choke.
If nothing, it buys Eddie a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's exactly. Look at this!
And Eddie tossed over, now into the friendly territory.
Is there such thing as that?
Some jaw jacking beginning between the 2 different factions out here in this Lumberjack matchup.
Well, I'm surprised things haven't exploded already, Cole. Outside the ring, I'm saying. Well, we got to get these guys back, and we got to get Eddie back in the ring, I should say.
Well, the referee Brian Hebner out there doing his job.
Well, the natives are getting restless.
And Eddie is rolled back into the ring, but right into the waiting arms of Kurt Angle.
Oh, wow!
There's Kurt Angle off a suplex, floats into the
cover.
Here's the hook of the leg. You gotta know, Eddie Guerrero at 2.5 kicked out. And Kurt Angle beginning to become frustrated here. Thought he had Eddie.
Now what? Now what?
Eddie blocking after Kurt tried to use the Lumberjacks again. Eddie blocks a second time. Eddie figuring the strategy out now. Kurt Angle with the right hand, and there is the Latino confidence.
Trying to pick that swagger up, Eddie Guerrero. He's shaking it like a Polaroid picture, Cole.
The strong Eddie Guerrero. Latino Heat firing up.
There it is.
Latino Heat with a right hand. Here comes Eddie.
Boot to the gut. Check it out. Up and down.
Suplex. Here we go.
Looks like Eddie might be. Yeah, looks like he's going for those 3 amigos. Oh, pick the ankle.
Picked the leg. And now going for the ankle lock.
There it is.
The ankle lock is locked in. Eddie Guerrero countered out.
Wow, what a counter there by Guerrero.
And now it's wrong.
Yeah, what a drop. Beautiful.
Here's the cover.
He got it. He did it.
Kurt Angle kicked out.
Ah, what a match.
My, oh my. Woo! I told you these superstars know each other so well. Counter after counter after counter. Even the superstars, look at the intensity in the eyes of the Lumberjacks around the ring. They're into this matchup. Everybody is.
How could you not be, man? Uh-oh. Tilt the world head scissor.
The head scissors connecting. Eddie Guerrero, you feel him starting to build confidence now.
Yeah.
You feel the momentum beginning to shift here in the 4th quarter.
Eddie, now look at this. Boom. On the vertical. Can Eddie spin those hips? Yeah, he does.
Going for the 3 amigos.
Yeah, he tried it earlier, but
there's 2.
There's 2. Uno, dos. Here comes, I guess, Chris.
Can Eddie connect with a 3rd? He does. The expression on the Lumberjacks at ringside tells a huge story.
And look at the expression.
Kurt Angle's in and maybe near.
The expression on Eddie's face told the story, that grin of Latino Heat. And Eddie now looks like, what's going on here?
Well, Eddie Guerrero directing traffic, making sure people stay away from him. As Eddie Guerrero goes up to the top rope. Eddie Guerrero to the top rope. Oh, look at that. Luther Reigns again.
Wow.
Damn him.
Wow, Luther Reigns.
Again, Luther Reigns.
Thinking on his feet.
Perhaps costing Eddie a part of this matchup here. Eddie was going for the frog splash, and Luther Reigns got involved again. And now Kurt Angle, the look in his eyes says it all. Angle believes it's over.
Top rope here. Angle's got Eddie Guerrero.
A superplex from the top rope.
Very ugly landing for Eddie Guerrero.
And Kurt Angle can thank Luther Reigns again.
Kurt landed on the back of his own head too here.
Angle crawling to the cover.
This is it, Cole.
Damn, Luther Reigns has screwed Eddie. Oh, no!
Wow.
At 2.5, Eddie kicked out.
Wow.
How in the world does Eddie Guerrero continue to do it?
On instinct, and the straps are down for Kurt Angle. Angle now, his confidence level reached a new high. Angle slam. Uh-oh.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, look at this.
He's got him. He's got him. Eddie's got him. Get a kick out.
Look at Eddie drop top. Beautiful.
And Eddie into the ankle lock. Into the ankle lock. Into Kurt Angle's own submission move.
Is Kurt going to tap? I don't know.
And look at Luther Reigns.
Oh, there's Cena.
And now John Cena. And now Booker T. And oh my
Here we
God.
go.
Hell is broken loose on SmackDown.
It's breaking down in Tulsa, baby.
Wait a minute.
What the hell?
Oh my God. The Big Show.
Say it ain't so.
He wasn't scheduled to be here for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Big Show is on the scene. The 500-pounder is cleaning house.
What is Big Show? Oh, what is he doing here?
Oh, what a right hand.
Bodies are just flying everywhere.
Can you believe it?
I can see him larger than life itself.
Look out, Hardcore.
Uh-oh, what goes up, Cole?
Choke slam.
Let's calm down.
Devon Dudley.
SmackDown superstars are falling hard.
With one arm.
Wow.
Tossed over the top rope.
The boss.
Okay, that's right, Spike.
Uh-oh. Oh, the boss made his match, I think.
Spike.
Oh, my God. Watch out.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, my God.
The Big Show.
Cena.
Slamming. John Cena must have been 10 feet in the air.
Right, oh, man, Mysterio got smashed in
Can
the
you
head.
believe Big Show is a one-man wrecking machine?
Now Haas. Oh,
A choke slam by the Big Show to Haas.
Look at Van Dam now.
What a right hand.
The Big Show.
Big Show has cleared out all 20 lumberjacks.
I never saw nothing like this. I've never seen anything like this before. This man is on a rage, and he's in a rage. Oh, my God.
There's carnage everywhere.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh.
Watch out, Nunzio.
Nunzio's done.
Oh, my.
God.
The ring's shaking.
Look at the Big Show.
Oh, my. Eddie.
Watch
Eddie.
out.
Eddie.
Oh, no. Latino Heat. Oh, man.
Oh, wreckage strewn throughout this arena.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I have never seen one individual dominate like this.
I agree. And now
everyone in the path of the Big Show has been destroyed. And now Kurt Angle trying to beg his way out of this.
Kurt Angle's begging off, and what's going to happen?
He's not cutting him any slack.
Oh, no, he's not.
A major choke slam. An Olympic-sized choke slam.
I am telling you, the bell.
And look at Luther Reigns.
Oh, uh-oh.
Luther Reigns from behind.
Oh, man, Luther.
And Luther Reigns trying to take it to the Big Show.
He's trying to knock him down.
Luther Reigns with another left hand.
Oh, man. Oh, Luther Reigns. Oh, my God.
An accent for Big Show. Big Show is scheduled to show up in 2 weeks' time. Obviously, he was in no mood for that. The largest athlete in the world is back and more dominant than ever.
Cole, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. I'm telling you.
Look at the wreckage. Look at the carnage.
Buffer was right. This is the man. Luger, Sting, Conan's out there now. Big Sexy's out. Members of the black and the white out as well. And Ming is wasting no time. He is going to go at Goldberg with what he knows best. Palm thrust to take him back. Knife edge chops. He is trying to level Goldberg. And how about this flurry by Ming in the opening moments of the match? Goldberg comes back, but can't get him down.
Goldberg's got to realize now he's not wrestling the average athlete in there. He's wrestling a savage. He's wrestling a man that'll do anything. He's wrestling a man that you can pound on, beat on all day long, and all that man will do is come back at you. Seems to be having a little conversation there with Hollywood and the Black and White from the NWO.
The Black and White did not attack. They encouraged Ming to use the Tongan death grip is what they did. Reverse spin kick. And a great takedown.
Great takedown.
Goldberg going to the leg.
Well, that move out of his Sambo training as he works over the knee and the ankle of Ming. Oh! Critical air.
Bad neighborhood. Goldberg, you got to get out of there.
Look what they do to Goldberg.
NWO Black and White, a 3-on-1 attack, and here comes the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack pulling the Black and White off of Goldberg.
Goldberg's back in now.
As the fight goes on the outside, Goldberg climbs to the rope.
He's got the grip.
He's got it on him.
Tongan death grip applied, and look at Goldberg try and fight back.
Nobody's ever gotten out of this.
Oh, he goes down.
He goes down. This could go.
Did he win it? Did he give it up?
Ming pulled away, I guess, thinking he won it. It's not over yet.
There's the spear.
But can he get him up after having that Tongan death grip on his neck?
You're going to get your answer in a second.
The
He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
He's going for 131. Out of the Tongan death grip. Into the jackhammer. It's Goldberg again.
131. And Zip, the man, retains the championship of the world.
Welcome back to WWE Monday Night Raw from Sheffield, England.
And baby, it's time for a big time, and I mean big time, main event lumberjack match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Team Raw from San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
An interpromotional lumberjack match. Just days until the Survivor Series. This Sunday night, live on pay-per-view from the Joe in Detroit, Michigan. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, an old-school Survivor Series matchup. But here tonight, HBK, JBL, interpromotional lumberjack match. A lot of bodies on the outside.
Did you ever think when you got here tonight we would be seeing HBK from Raw against JBL from SmackDown?
Not a chance.
Wow. Well, Raw and SmackDown present Survivor Series, sponsored by Nova Logic, makers of Delta Force, Black Hawk Down for Xbox and PS2. Survivor Series is live in just 6 days this Sunday from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, exclusively on pay-per-view.
Well, Shawn Michaels is about to show the leadership that I hope, well, I guarantee you will get to see this Sunday. Oh, baby, it's on, and I can't wait.
Oh, look, the limo is actually inside here. Watch it for yourself, fans. Those horns are dangerous.
With the SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion Batista receiving medical attention, the former champion JBL, the self-proclaimed wrestling god, stepping up into a leadership position to take on Shawn Michaels.
Not by himself, though, not by a long shot.
And making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Team SmackDown from New York City, weighing in at 297 pounds, John Bradshaw.
Well, JBL's brought along with him Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, and also Rey Mysterio.
Well,
boy,
earlier tonight, we saw what happened. There was a face-off in the parking lot.
Look at this.
Raw and SmackDown, and it degenerated into an all-out brawl.
Survivor Series warfare in the parking lot. There we heard the big crash, and there you see it. Batista, the SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion, choke slam straight to hell by the Raw World Tag Team Champions, Big Show and Kane on that car.
Is it any surprise that Kane and Big Show were able to make the impact yet again on the World Heavyweight Champion of Batista and send him for medical attention?
My gosh, look at Lashley.
That man is an amazing physical specimen, Bobby Lashley. What a bright future, and what an opportunity he's been given on the SmackDown side of things.
Well, I guess you got to give the devil his due. Bradshaw came out here and he made the challenge. He wanted anybody, and he got HBK.
No, but HBK
bargained for it, didn't he, though?
A few moments ago, Shawn Michaels making it very clear that this is Raw. This is our turf. You don't come into our house and get things done. And we saw it earlier tonight, and I think we're going to see more of the same right now.
Interpromotional lumberjack match.
Here we go.
Here we go. The bell has rung. This matchup is underway as Shawn Michaels opening up on JBL, but JBL responding in kind but not kindly, and I don't think Shawn Michaels wants to trade punches with JBL.
Well, JBL calls himself a wrestling god, and if you ask anybody, HBK is about as close to a wrestling god as you're probably ever going to find.
Oh.
Sweet chin music early on. No, JBL hangs on the way. He rolls right back in wisely before he's thrown back in.
Realizing very quickly this is a lumberjack match.
Well, JBL is certainly no idiot. These lumberjacks, so to speak, on the outside, these Raw and SmackDown team members are there. I guess they're supposed to just throw opponents back into the ring.
Somehow I don't think it's going to work out that way.
Exactly. Isn't that the way it always happens?
No, not after what we saw earlier tonight in the parking lot. Shawn Michaels set for the ride.
Oh.
JBL charges, take a boot right to the mush, does he?
You know, guys, isn't it amazing how when you get around a Survivor Series type of event, how guys that normally may not get along come together over one common cause?
Well, we all have a lot of pride in the brands we work for. It's Raw versus SmackDown, and that kind of camaraderie brings us all together. Swinging neck breaker, nicely done by JBL.
Well, that's why I left the announce position a few minutes ago to go back there and help Trish with those SmackDown M&M and Melina. Trish is out on her way. She's looking forward to her match at SmackDown Sunday now.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Face first, into the top turnbuckle goes HBK, and now JBL open it up. Brutal right hand to the corner. Shawn Michaels trying to fire back and doing just that.
Oh.
Pair of fingers to the eyes from the wrestling gun.
I'll tell you what, JBL has such a brutal style in there. Shawn Michaels is going to have to figure it out. Always seems to be able to adapt to anybody that he's in the ring with. Man, what a shot.
Loving forearm. It's a boot right to the side of the head. Nothing fancy about JBL's wrestling style. Cover, 2-0. Barely, not quite a 2 count, as referee Mike Chioda.
When was the last time, guys, that you saw so much animosity between not just 2 guys, but 10 guys, 2 general managers, 2 women? I mean, this is going to be an unbelievable night this Sunday.
Well, this has been building for a long time, and like you said, it all comes to a head Sunday in Survivor Series.
JBL sets his head just a moment too soon and pays for it. Shawn Michaels now taking advantage. Down goes JBL. Cover. JBL's got the bottom rope. It's the mark of a great wrestler. Always knows where he is in that ring.
Well, this crowd, I tell you what, in Sheffield has been privy to a phenomenally, well, it was a night of so many unexpected things.
Well, you got that right.
Oh, side slam with authority. 2-0. Right shoulder up.
King, how much do you think that a victory for either side here is going to help the psychological edge that they would need heading into Sunday?
Well, it's very important. I think it's going to be huge. I guarantee you, I bet both general managers wish this match was not taking place here tonight right now, but this close to Survivor Series.
Well, sometimes when the inmates rule the asylum, like we saw earlier out in the parking lot, sometimes you just got to let them get it on.
Well, you can look back now and see that one man's already been injured. Batista, the World Heavyweight Champion from SmackDown, he's out. No telling how long. And
well, what if he can't make Survivor Series?
Well, you know Teddy Long didn't want that to happen.
Well, that'd be a huge loss, no doubt about it, fellas, if Batista's not able to compete this Sunday.
Oh.
Shawn Michaels freed himself from that bear hug. and fails Bradshaw once again.
Well, I can just say that SmackDown better come up with a contingency plan, because anybody that gets choke slammed through a car like Batista did by Kane and the Big Show.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh!
Shawn Michaels set for the ride by JBL.
They're going to need a long time to recover, I can assure you of that.
A long time to recover, but you got to wonder how long is the list of guys that could fill the World Heavyweight Champion shoes. It's a pretty short list. I mean, he's a huge, phenomenally gifted champion.
Well, that's why advantage goes to Raw, if you ask me, at Survivor Series. Whoa.
Shoulder block, JBL runs right through Shawn Michaels. Cover, hook in the leg to it, no. Shawn Michaels kicks out with authority. Big Show talking trash now to JBL. I'd like to look outside the ring and see Big Show looking at you. 7 foot, 500 pounds.
Well, that's why both of these guys have tried their hardest to stay inside the ring.
You know, Big Show was always confident, but I think since a couple of weeks ago, when he really started to heat things up with Kane, Big Show is more confident than he's ever been, and that's dangerous for the 7 foot, 500 pound giant.
And now JBL stalking Shawn Michaels. Working on the lower back of the Raw team captain.
Watch yourself, Randy Orton. Look at Randy Orton. You can see he's salivating. He would love to get his hands on Shawn Michaels right now.
You can hear him, King, say, how does that feel, Shawn? How does that feel?
I got my eyes on you, Carlito. You watch yourself.
And it was the wear and tear to the smaller back that forced Shawn Michaels out of WWE for several years, and JBL is a very smart athlete. He knows that, and that's why he's targeted the lower back of Shawn Michaels.
Well, you're exactly right. That can help me think that how is John Cena going to feel when you talk about Survivor Series when Kurt Angle takes the WWE Championship from him Sunday with his personal referee, Daivari, calling the match.
Oh, look at this!
Both combatants go to the outside, and here we have the SmackDown Lumberjacks.
Look at them.
Throwing jabs, and here they go. They're working on with Shawn Michaels.
What a shot.
They got JBL in the ring gingerly out of harm's way, and then put the boots to Shawn Michaels.
Well, it's good to see that the Big Show, Kane, and Carlito coming to the aid of their captain, their leader, HBK.
Hey, look at this.
In a lift.
Well, he done goes.
For Shawn Michaels right on top. It's anyone's matchup. Lumberjack match will continue. Don't go away. WWE Monday Night Raw is back from Sheffield, England. HBK versus JBL. Both the Raw and SmackDown Survivor Series teams at ringside. This is a Lumberjack match.
And it doesn't look good right now, guys, for Shawn Michaels, because during the break, as we saw on Unlimited, JBL has been continually working on that lower back of Shawn Michaels.
Oh, look at this, though. Look at this.
Sunset flip. 2 and no. See Shawn Michaels very slow to get up. His lower back really bothering him. Takes an elbow right in the chest and tumbles to the outside.
He's back out there among those SmackDown.
SmackDown Lumberjacks now picking their shot. This is a mugging.
Come on, get around there. Help him, Big Show.
The Raw superstars have got to get there quicker. They cannot allow SmackDown to get the boots for that long to Shawn Michaels.
2 and no.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating this now. This is not looking good for Raw.
It doesn't look good at all for Raw right now.
Our team captain, Shawn Michaels, is in a bad way thanks to JBL and the SmackDown Lumberjacks on the outside. It's apparent they all came in with a very well-executed game plan thus far.
Well, they shouldn't be here at all. They came in, you're right, uninvited, invading Raw here tonight.
Well, I guess, you know, if we're going to be objective, and that's what we're here to be, you got to give credit to JBL for coming back and stepping up as the self-proclaimed new leader of the SmackDown team.
You can give him all the credit you want to.
I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
2 and big brutal elbows across the sternum of Shawn Michaels, but not enough to get the 3 count.
Hell with being objective. Come on, Shawn.
And now Shawn Michaels fighting back.
Well, Shawn Michaels is starting to get desperate, guys, but sometimes that's what you have to do, because Shawn Michaels has taken an awful beating up until this point.
We're days away from Survivor Series. It's all about survival. Shawn Michaels trying to survive so he can fight again this Sunday night. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
No, not again. Get over there. Get around there, Big Show. Come on, Kane, get around there.
And once again,
what is taking the guys so long?
Here they come.
Yeah, but every one of those cheap shots that the SmackDown Lumberjacks get in and take their toll on Shawn Michaels.
No doubt about it. You know, you got to wonder, maybe the Raw group is intimidated. I hate to say it, but maybe intimidated by the SmackDown. Well, what's taking them so long?
Nice float over on the suplex, 2 and no.
And JBL being very, very smart, continuing to send Shawn Michaels out on his side of the ring.
Well, JBL knows exactly what we've been talking about, how big a victory by SmackDown would be here tonight. Wow, what the? Ow, man.
Well, Shawn Michaels is going to need more than this crowd to get him back into this match.
But 12,000 fans chanting your name doesn't hurt. Trading punches in the center of the ring.
Come on, showstopper.
Reversal.
No. Good grief.
Shawn Michaels tried to leap right through the clothesline and could not do it. JBL just too big, too strong, 6'6", 300+ pounds, just muscled Shawn Michaels out of the air and down to the canvas.
And guys, looking forward now 6 days, you got to wonder how much this beating will take out of Shawn Michaels come Sunday.
That's a great point, Coach.
Yeah, but it's not a very positive point, Coach.
It's not, but I'm just saying, I'm calling it like I see it.
Look at that smile, that sick, sadistic smile on the face of JBL.
Cover, hook of the leg, 2.
Come on, no. Gosh.
That was close. And JBL, like the great champion that he was, representing the World Heavyweight Championship, how many times has he gone for the cover? Time and time and time again. JBL, although yes, he is inflicting punishment to the lower back of Shawn Michaels, which will come into play in Survivor Series, wants to get inside the head of Shawn Michaels. More than anything, he wants the 1, 2, 3.
Well, he wants it, but he hadn't gotten it. Shawn Michaels has kicked out every time that JBL has gone for the cover. Come on, Shawn.
Shawn Michaels now with every ounce of energy left in his body, unloading on JBL.
Well, I tell you what, this is vintage Shawn Michaels. Just when you think he is down,
he hit the
when you think he is down, he is up.
He is up.
He's up all right.
And digging down deep, boys, digging down way deep.
He's bleeding, he's battered, but he's not finished. He knows he's doing it for Raw now.
Takes down JBL at the clothesline. See the blood trickling down the face of Shawn Michaels.
Oh, look at that slam.
Great power by Shawn Michaels.
Oh, he's strong.
Well,
come on, Shawn.
And King, you're right. This is no longer a personal issue. This is no longer a singles competition thing. This is for the team. This is for Raw. This is what it's all about.
This is Raw versus SmackDown at its best right here.
Bullseye with the elbow. Shawn Michaels is fighting for all of us here on Raw, including these fans here in Sheffield, England.
Come on. Tune up the band. Let's hear it! Yes!
He's tuning up the band like
Sweet
he said.
Jimmy! Oh.
And the SmackDown Lumberjacks save JBL!
Yeah.
Up and over goes Shawn Michaels!
Well, Shawn obviously doesn't care at this point.
Well, that's what you got to do with all of these SmackDown Lumberjacks out there. Attack all of them.
If you wanted to be involved, you got it!
Well, this is what I call leadership at its best.
Look at Orton.
Shawn Michaels leading by example, taking the fight to JBL and all of the SmackDown Lumberjacks. Shawn Michaels battered, bloody, but still refusing to give in. Still fighting JBL, who is leading Team SmackDown here tonight.
I want to hear some sweet chin music.
Reversal out of the corner.
Oh, no.
Upside down goes Shawn Michaels. Lands on his feet.
Oh, gosh.
What a boot.
I don't think there's going to be any bands or any music tonight, King.
Come on, Shawn. You got to get up. And the self-proclaimed wrestling god of SmackDown, JBL, feeling pretty good about himself right now.
And you can't blame him for that.
Not after that boot to the face, no.
Oh, no.
Now cinching up Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
Come on, get it. Get him down.
This is not good. This is so not good.
Now a Raw team captain in a very precarious position.
Oh, no.
Atop the turnbuckles, JBL looking for a superplex.
Hold on, Shawn. Hold on. Fight it.
Shawn Michaels trying to fight his way out.
Oh, yeah. Come on with him.
And just standing toe-to-toe, face-to-face.
There you got him. Oh, yeah.
Down goes JBL. Shawn Michaels able to fight him off.
Hey, look at that. Randy
Orton shot from Shawn Michaels.
You had to see that. Come on.
Look at that smirk, Courtney.
technically that was legal, but that's stretching it a little bit.
No, that technically is not legal. What do you think? Because Shawn Michaels was outside the ring technically.
That's what I was saying.
Gonna come off the top.
I think it's pretty thin.
It's a clothesline from hell, guys.
JBL says it's time. He's going to take Shawn Michaels' head off with the clothesline from hell. Here he comes.
It could be lights out.
He missed. Oh! Sweet chin music, Shawn Michaels.
Wait a minute.
RKO. RKO.
No, Master.
Rey Mysterio with a masterpiece. The Big Show of the ring. RKO. Carlito.
Oh my gosh. This is bad.
The masterpiece taken to the outside.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
The Big Show cut Randy Orton in half. Down goes Lashley. Kane catches Mysterio.
In midair, down goes Mysterio.
What a choke slam. Lashley takes down Kane. But can he do that to the Big Show?
How much does this young stud have? Oh no.
No way.
No. Oh. Get him.
Kane with the boot right to the face of Lashley.
They said it, and I believe it. Kane and the Big Show are unstoppable.
And Lashley's about to find that out.
Yes.
That's a choke slam.
This message is being...
It's
Oh, wait a
Batista.
second. Oh my God.
It's Batista.
Oh my God, get out of here. He's got a steel pipe.
Batista just hit the Big Show with that steel pipe. And Kane.
Get him out of there.
And not even the massive World Tag Team Champions
He's
can
got
withstand a steel
Got a
pipe.
weapon. Get him out of there.
Batista has to use a weapon. He just got rid of the weapon.
Oh my God! Spine buster of the 500-pound Big Show. What a spine buster from the obviously injured World Heavyweight Champion Batista.
Following contest, feature confrontation, return match for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, the Human Cage match. Set for one fall with TV time remaining. Making their way to the ring, the Human Cage Men, the Equalizer, Max Payne, Harlem Heat, Big Sid Vicious.
Here they are, as we've been hearing throughout this telecast. The Human Cage is here. At least part of the Human Cage. And they got some big ones here in this Human Cage match.
He is the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 241 pounds, Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon. Also making their way to the ring, the rest of the Human Cage Men, the Natural Dustin Rhodes, the Enforcer Arn Anderson, the British Bulldog, the Shockmaster, and Sting.
So there we have it. The Human Cage is complete. The challenger is out. In this return match on TBS, we await the champion.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the opponent to be accompanied by former heavyweight champion Harley Race from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 450 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Vader!
Last week, Yoshi Kwan and Cactus Jack got involved in the outcome of the match. This week, they're around the ring. The world title to be decided next here on TBS on Saturday night. Stay right where you are. Now the bell sounds, and Jesse, we've waited for this match for a long time.
Literally, we've waited for a long, long time for this matchup.
The Human Cage around the ring, and I mean, you've heard them talk about it all this week. It's Vader, Steamboat, the big return match here on TBS.
And again, those wrestlers outside the ring are to toss anybody back in. There's no running, there's no hiding. Vader, you can see, is going to try to cut the ring off. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, he'll try to duck and move, but this match has got to be altogether in Vader's favor.
Collar and elbow tie-up as they push now back to the corner. And Steamboat steps away. Vader with a tremendous size advantage. And fans, if you'll recall, once again last week, Cactus Jack got involved, Yoshi Kwan got involved, and they kind of settled their dispute in the previous match. But as Vader awaits, spin the wheel and make the deal, he has to first be concerned about this world title return match, and they're around the ring to make sure it stays in the ring.
And if it comes down to power, of course, Vader will win the matchup. Much bigger, much stronger than Steamboat. But Steamboat, I gotta give the credit to, he's the smarter of the two. If it gets down, and definitely the faster. But again, I said it earlier, Tony, I think this matchup is totally in Vader's advantage because Steamboat can't even jump out of the ring to take a break. He's got to stay inside the ring. There you can see him over consulting with Davey Boy Smith and Sting, but you know, those guys outside the ring have a job to do, and they can't be playing favorites.
Well, they shouldn't be playing favorites, but you know as well as I do, they are going to play favorites.
Yeah, you can't
sides.
trust Sting and Davey Boy. You know they'll jump in on Steamboat's side if they get the chance.
Well, a lot of times in this sport, you can't trust anybody. Collar and elbow tie-up. And we've known that for a long time. Uh-oh. Immediately Steamboat. Now this may be a ploy here. Steamboat saying, I can get in the ring by myself.
I don't know if they're gonna, look at this, we're gonna have a melee start outside the ring, and this is what you gotta be careful of. Sides get drawn up outside the ring, you'll end up with fights out there besides what goes on in the ring.
Now Vader starts to pound away on Steamboat. A helpless Ricky Steamboat. Left and right combinations. And I mean, Steamboat is getting a beating.
He's not helpless yet, but he'll be helpless in a few more minutes if he don't break out of that corner.
You know, just every time I see Vader take somebody and start to pound away in the corner and pound away, I think of what happened to Cactus Jack right before the injury back in April. And the blows he took and the injuries, the concussions he sustained. This guy, Vader, can hurt you. He loves to do it. Oh, and a big clothesline, and down goes Steamboat.
And Steamboat's in trouble early. Look at the confidence in Big Vader.
Steamboat trying to get to his feet. Want to remind the fans, the main event is tomorrow night on TBS. Some great action, including the return of Todd Champion. In the midsection now. Vader pounding away into the head again. Steamboat, he is absolutely defenseless here. Oh, he tried to move but could not.
Well, Vader, he kind of blocks out the sun. Or should I say the overhead lights, because we're indoors here. But when Vader leaps in the air and comes with that move, you can't see nothing. Everything's blocked out. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, look at him, just hanging onto the leg. Maybe he ought to just submit and quit right now, Tony.
Well, you've said that many times about Steamboat, and each and every time during Steamboat's match, when you ask Steamboat to quit, he does the contrary. He comes back even stronger than, look, he wants Vader to come in again.
What is he, nuts?
Hit me. And Vader went in there. Steamboat tried to kick him in the gut. It didn't work. He is fighting, is Vader, a former world heavyweight champion. And once again, a little bit of strategy here.
Throws him outside. Now what Sting and them got to ensure is that he doesn't get roughed up outside the ring. You know, the job is just strictly get him back into the ring, and then he's there at Vader's mercy. And look at this. Referee maybe should stop this thing before it gets too out of hand.
Well,
Tony.
notice how Vader is throwing Steamboat out on the side with his colleagues, so to speak.
Well, what would you expect him to do? Throw him out with Steamboat's friends?
No, I would expect him to keep him in the ring. Up and down with a vertical suplex.
And that's Steamboat withering in pain. He's not doing a bridge work out there.
No, you're right. A cover by Vader. We got a 2 count. Steamboat showing his resiliency here. He is back up again. He is defenseless right now. There's nothing he can do to thwart off this attack by Vader. And now he goes out. The hands of at the feet of Arn Anderson. Oh my!
And Vader made a mistake. And now Vader's going to get manhandled a little bit and thrown back in the ring. And that's how the rules of this go. You end up on the floor, you end up going back in.
Meanwhile, Max Payne, the equalizer, Harlem Heat throwing Steamboat back in. Steamboat now getting a resurgence here. He's too close to the ropes there. Oh, but he moved. Steamboat up and Steamboat down. And again. 3 times sitting right in the midsection of Vader. Make it 4, and now Vader's in trouble.
And Vader trying to roll out, and they're going to have none of that. They push him right back in.
And there is the human cage. And again.
A couple more like that, and we'll know what Vader had for lunch.
Oh, my. And Vader on the outside. The British Bulldog, the Shockmaster is there. Probably the Shockmaster can pick up Vader by himself, but he gets some help with the...
Hey, let me tell you something. Those guys outside the ring better watch out, or the Shockmaster will stumble and trip and fall on one of them.
Well, you may be right.
And I don't mean the guys inside the ring. I mean everybody outside the ring got to worry when this guy's around.
But he's got a hard hat on, so he won't hurt himself.
What's that, to protect his thick skull?
I don't know. No, that's... You saw the interview. Vader being kicked. And look
to protect him from himself, right?
Steamboat.
Oh, and look at Race. Race has jumped up to the apron.
And look at Sid Vicious. Steamboat moved. DDT. Steamboat. He may have it right here. He's going at it again. One more time.
And Steamboat going after the midsection of Vader right now. Apparently the Dragon feels that's the weakness, if there is one, to the world champion.
And he elevates Vader incredibly on the top rope. Steamboat. Is he going to try a superplex here, Jess? Well, he didn't really pick him up. He just rolled back with him. Got the effect anyway. Really a difficult match for Steamboat, you could tell, because the size.
And here's a smart move. Figure 4 leg lock. If he can hook it, he's got it hooked, and he's got it hooked in the middle.
You're right, the figure 4, and if he stays in the middle, he could be the next world champion. You see Sid Vicious encouraging Vader to get out of it.
Vader trying to work his way to the ropes. The great thing about this in favor of Ricky Steamboat is he's got Vader tied up. He's obviously, with the length of time he's had this on, he's going to hurt the legs. And look at that. Race actually grabbed Vader's arms and pulled him over to the ropes.
In the midsection. And a chop. Steamboat, I don't know where he got this energy from, because Vader was just beating him down moments ago. Oh, he moved! Vader.
And Steamboat again going back with kicks to the midsection. And I know that's a smart move, because one thing about Vader, you don't have to look far to find his midsection.
Into the chops goes Steamboat. And a double chop from Ricky Steamboat the Dragon. But Vader returns fire. Vader, a week away from Cactus Jack, and the collision between these two men that's been brewing since April. Next Sunday has to be concerned about Steamboat, because Steamboat continues to fire back at each and every blow from Vader.
And Steamboat's got to be careful. He's getting the advantage right now, but he can't afford to just sit and exchange with Vader. Vader fighting his way back up. Steamboat coming in with a chop again. Both guys getting pretty tired now, Tony.
Can Steamboat elevate Vader? Yes, he can! Oh, my! One, two, no. Steamboat still, again, attacking Vader. One, two.
Well, he's trying for the pinning combination, but he ain't got Vader wore down enough. Oh, and Vader catches him with the double forearms. Big headbutt.
And right at the feet of Sid Vicious, or right above Sid Vicious and Harlem Heat.
Picks him up, body slam. And off comes the headgear. Now we see that Vader's not just another pretty face.
Vader up on the middle turnbuckle. Steamboat defenseless again. 450 pounds. Down on Steamboat.
Referee asking, how about it, Steamboat? What do you say? I don't think Steamboat could even answer him if he wanted to right now.
And I would agree. Steamboat is in trouble, and that is an understatement.
Vader reverse chin lock. Steamboat reaching up, trying to grab anything. There ain't no hair up there to grab. He's trying to grab the straps on his wrestling tights.
Massive arms around the chin, the jaw of Steamboat, and those massive hands. This is why Vader is a world heavyweight champion, because of his size, because of his power moves, because he has overwhelming strength. We have so many powerful men in this sport. One on the outside, Sid Vicious, but I don't think anyone is stronger than Vader. Maybe as strong, and there you take a look at Vicious, but not stronger than Vader.
And as he got the Dragon tied up now, he's got the leg hooked around the left arm. He's got the right arm in an arm bar. He's stretching it all over. There's no, oh, Steamboat finally gets an arm loose and then takes a right to the guts.
Fans are trying to get Steamboat back into this, but I don't know.
And this is what Vader needs to do, power moves like this. Oh, he falls back with him with the crucifix. How many times can Steamboat withstand moves like that?
There you see the human cage surrounding the ring. They have really not come into 2 count right there. Really not come into play that much. Vader upset, he thought it was over. Vader again. No, sir. Steamboat rising up, laying back down. Both men are very, very tired. They've been going at it for a good 15 minutes here. Chop to the top of the head. And a drop kick.
Steamboat going up again. Big crossbody. He's got the leg hooked.
2, and no, sir. Oh, that was close. The big kick out rolled Steamboat toward the human cage. What a match. For the world heavyweight title. Vader holding his ground. Look at that, Steamboat going for the Irish whip, but Vader just sitting in the corner. And when Vader doesn't want to move, you can't move him.
And then Steamboat followed and he walked right into the big boot. Vader lifting up the leg and driving it right in the side of the jaw on the Dragon. Steamboat back and very vulnerable in the middle of the ring, but a right hand to the guts again.
Very quickly, fans, don't forget, next Saturday, the World Tag Title, Nasty Boys against Too Cold and Bagwell, 1 day before their title match at Halloween Havoc. And Orndorff has challenged Johnny B. Bad, and now it's toe-to-toe in the ring. Steamboat, Vader, Steamboat again, Steamboat getting Vader back against the corner.
I can't believe that Steamboat overpowered Vader in that exchange. And now it's Vader slouching in the corner. It's Vader getting hammered.
You know, Jesse, I wondered that if this match went much over maybe 15 or 20 minutes, then maybe Steamboat would have the advantage. You don't know, but it looks like Steamboat, the fresher of the two, spoke too soon. And that one connected right above the eyes. Whoa! Too much, Vader.
Too much size, Tony, too much strength. Every time Steamboat gets it moving his way, Vader's size and strength come into play, and he cuts him right off. And Vader with a beautiful belly-to-back suplex.
Steamboat cannot get up. Vader rolls on him. 1, 2, but Steamboat kicks away. Oh my!
Kicked away and slid out from underneath. Steamboat actually to his feet first. I think he's got more gas than Vader does.
This is why Steamboat was 8-time World Tag Team Champion. Once held the World Heavyweight title. Many times a U.S. champ. Recently held the TV title. This is is why. Perseverance, determination, and ability. He keeps getting back up when this 450-pound monster hits him.
Steamboat again firing with back fist strikes. Now switches it around and starts throwing him at the head of Vader, but look at Vader, the strength again, Tony. Steamboat will hit him 10 times, Vader will hit him once, and Steamboat will be the man down.
And notice how Harley Race has to get his hand into everything. The arguments continue on the outside. This war continues on the inside. 1 week before Halloween Havoc, and look at this. You don't need to have this happen at all. This has been too great of a battle to see cheap shots like this on the outside from Harlem Heat.
Well, you knew it had to happen. It was inevitable with all the personalities outside the ring. They're going to start fighting with each other pretty soon.
Meanwhile, as a result, Steamboat getting pulled and tugged from one side to the other. Like a wishbone on Thanksgiving Day.
Over the top, he tries for a sunset flip, and out of the way. Vader's moving awful slow, though. It's taking its toll on him.
It really is. Vader trying to get to his feet. These men have battled. Oh, Vader comes up quickly to his feet. And I tell you, he may have gotten to his feet slowly, but there's nothing slow in those punches, Jess.
He's getting his second wind.
Remarkable. What a match. The big guy sitting on Steamboat. Oh.
And that time the Dragon couldn't get out of the way. But Vader again very slow. It's funny, he moves quickly when he's up on his feet, but when he's down on all fours, he's a slow man.
I think Vader just wants to punish Steamboat here. I don't know why. Maybe there's another plan. He looks like he's in good shape here.
Well, he's calling that it's over.
He's going up top.
He's wasting a lot of time, though. John with Arn Anderson and Dustin Rhodes and Sting outside the ring.
450 pounds, missed.
And he waited too long.
And now Steamboat, he's up. Steamboat. Oh, he steps on the midsection of Vader all the way down.
He jumped both feet right in the gut.
Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon. Big chop. And again. Over the top into the floor.
Steamboat back in immediately, and now we got the scramble on the other side. Vader. Wade Vicious is in the ring.
Sid Vicious!
He powerbombed Steamboat.
The cage was over, but look at Colonel Parker and Harley Race. The powerbomb, and Steamboat's not moving.
He knocked him out. Everybody was so concerned with getting Vader back into the ring. Everybody but one. Big splash, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still WCW Heavyweight Champion, Vader!
Big Daddy Cool Diesel has come to Music City, USA to end this thing once and for all with Psycho Sid in your house, and this man exudes confidence.
You think so, big man? I think he's a little worried. As a matter of fact, I think he's showing his super seat. I think he's got Shawn Michaels there just to sort of like a good luck charm. Because Michaels was so lucky earlier.
Wait a minute, look at it. Psycho Sid going right away. Look at this. Psycho Sid hammering away on the WWF champion. And Diesel turning it right back around. A series of forearms. Psycho Sid now being hammered while the WWF champion is still on his body. Lead to the outside. Wait a minute. Sid thrown back in by Bam Bam Bigelow and a host of others. And Sid doesn't like it. That's too bad. Oh, my goodness. And he's right back out there again. And thrown right back into the ring again. And there's nowhere to run. How about that? And a big body slam coming up. The champ makes him think about it and down to the canvas.
That's 313 pounds.
And look at this. Sid backs up. And some friendly in a friendly camp here. And Diesel wants him back in. And Psycho Sid on the outside being consoled by a number of his friends. And then over to the $1 Million Team. All right, come on, let's get him back in there, Ralph.
Well, see, that's the way you're supposed to. Just help the guy back into the ring. Those other idiots were manhandling Sid.
Oh, no! Wait a minute, did you see that?
Look at that!
No! No! Look what you're doing! Look what you're doing to Diesel! Shawn Michaels! There's a melee going on here! Nonetheless, it's the WWF Champion underneath all that humanity. Diesel has been pummeled, now he's trying to get back up. And Diesel thrown back in. And you have to wonder about the ribs of the WWF Champion, Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Wait a minute. Covers it over now. 1, 2. Oh.
As I said before, that's nearly 5,000 pounds of lumberjack there on Sid's side, and he was underneath all of them. Wow, right in the face with that foot.
And listen to this capacity crowd. A partisan crowd here in Nashville, rooting for the WWF Champion, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, who was pummeled on the outside.
I don't think he'll be too anxious to head back out there again.
And again to the rib area. And you have to wonder whether or not the WWF Champion, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, is really 100% ready for this matchup, considering the elbow injury, of course, sustained by Psycho Sid earlier on. And look at this. Oh, with a clothesline, and down he goes.
Sid needs to go to work on that arm right now. And better yet, he needs to throw him back outside.
And Psycho Sid, at the moment, in complete control. He's looking down at Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, did you see Shawn Michaels run around there and just fly into all of those guys?
Yes, I did, with reckless abandon. And I think Kama just got in a cheap shot. Wait a minute, look at this. Kama, RS, all the blues, and look at this. King Kong Bunny, the dumpster trying to help out. Come on.
Well, you gotta admit, Diesel's head is outside the ring.
The WWF Champion on his feet for just a moment. Not for long at all, and obviously Psycho Sid is taking full advantage of his friends on the outside. And, oh, what a big boot. Sid has been outside twice, thrown back in actually 3 times already. Then he fell into friendly hands. The WWF Champion was pummeled on the outside, mostly by $1 Million Team members. A right-hand block. Another block. And Big Daddy Cool pouring it on. Can he turn the match around? A clothesline, down he goes. And Sid obviously can't take it as well as he can dish it out in. No! That should end any debate about the elbow. And now, Diesel now. Yes, drops it again.
That elbow must be all right. He's using it enough.
Are we going to see the jackknife? Wait a minute.
In the world.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Crazy?
The WWF Champion getting even. He jumped to the outside. Look at him. Diesel on the outside. And he just went over the top.
He just went nuts, what he did.
That was a 7-foot heat-seeking missile to the outside, getting even with some of those lumberjacks for what they did to him earlier on. And Psycho Sid will get no sympathy here, and down! Sid on his feet, not for long. Uh-oh.
How does that feel?
The dumpster, Man Mountain Rock, a lot of friends of WWF Champion. Big Daddy Cool with a clothesline to no avail. Off the rope, and wait a minute. Mabel, look at this. squash. WWF Champion Diesel against the ring post. Mabel over 500 pounds. Mabel.
That's King Mabel to you. He's showing you why he's a king right now.
Wait a minute, what's he doing now? And it's timed him on the outside. Mabel peering down. This place is going bananas. Mabel, no. Mabel just dropped a leg across the entire head of the WWF Champion Diesel.
Rolling back inside. Rolling back in and let Sid pin him.
Mabel, the king of the ring.
There's a battle royal going on outside the ring.
Tremendous damage to the WWF Champion Diesel. There's mayhem all the way around the ring on all sides. Oh no! Mabel. And now Diesel can be pinned. Sid jamming the boot to the midsection. Look at that one. Come on. Get in there, ref. Come on. How much punishment can a champion take?
That's what I like about Sid. He's not content to just pinning. He wants to pour on the punishment.
Mabel. Mabel was really pouring it on. We'll take you back and show you another double feature. An uppercut by Sid. We'll keep the live action on the right side of your screen. Look at Mabel on the left side.
Pushed him right into the turnbuckle.
And then from there, he dropped a leg on him. That was a cover. This is it. No. So close. Sid jamming that knee into the back and rearing back with all of his might on the chin of the WWF champion. Diesel somehow able to kick out of that cover a few minutes ago. And again, listen to this. Diesel. Psycho Sid. Here we go with a powerbomb. If he can cinch it in, it'll be all over. If Sid can powerbomb the champion in, he does.
There went the arm again.
Sid's a champion. Sid being high-fived.
The victory celebration has already started.
Psycho Sid. And now, for the cover in, hold your breath. 1, 2, now. Once again, the WWF Champion Diesel has kicked out of the powerbomb of Psycho Sid.
Another one.
Back drop. And the friends of the WWF Champion extorting Diesel. Make him move. Diesel kicking out of Sid's powerbomb. And now, wait a minute. What's he doing? What was that about?
What is he doing?
Psycho Sid, right outside. He jumped right on his way. Shawn Michaels, Shawn from the top.
Shawn Michaels jumped right on him from the top rope. No fair.
Anything can happen here in the World Wrestling Federation. And WWF Champion Diesel is on his feet. Jackknife! Wait a minute, no, IRS comes in! Hardman flying to the outside! WWF Champion Diesel is all over the $1 Million Corporation! Wait a minute, off the road now! And up, down, coming! 1, 2, yes! WWF Champion, look at it, he wants to get it, Mabel, and vice versa. The Daddy Cool Diesel, ladies and gentlemen, has successfully defended the World Wrestling Federation Championship and put an end once and for all to this rivalry Big Psycho Sid. What a tremendous lumberjack matchup. That's what it's all about.